What a spectacular night for college football, and man, are they ready to call the hog as the Arkansas Razorbacks will run through the A and get things started on this season. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Gets it out quickly. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
On the ground, it's Hankerson. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Looking for space to the left. He's going to run it. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll give it to the back. Look out, he's got room. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback and his intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
So now on comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone.
Will take over first and 10.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going for it all. Catch and stride inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The Razorbacks are threatening on first and goal. They'll move the tight end. A first down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. Third and goal coming. They'll send the back in motion. Now on the option. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And this offense shows you right now they're willing to run their quarterback, run the option, and that spells trouble for this defense. Now you got to defend everybody. The quarterback's going to run it. He can pitch it. It makes it so hard to play defense. This offense has already got the head spinning on the defensive side of the football.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Durant. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Back to pass, it's Murphy. It's complete to the left. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Breaks into the open. Continues to fight for yards. Touchdown, Beavers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Arizona State dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite quarterbacks from Jake Plummer to Brock Osweiler, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking for a man. It's Green. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
It's now second down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Another incompletion on third down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They punted away on fourth down. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. The sure hands, it's Wells. Open space at the 25. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Dropping back, it's Murphy. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolute shank. Missed it. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
It leads to second down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the run, it's Washington. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. A run for the quarterback. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The give. Shakes off the defender. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Oregon State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Caught in the backfield. It's Green. Still running at the 40. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hill. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Green. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got out of trouble and throws. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here comes a third down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Washington. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the loose ball recovered by the offense, but they don't have enough for the first down. It'll be a turnover on downs.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Trying play action. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the play on third down. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Man, those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
It'll be third and long. He'll do it himself. And some room to work. Got enough for the first. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Razorbacks have this offense rolling. To the ground with the back. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Green. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And this one splits the uprights. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The Beavers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. There he goes. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Murphy. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Beavers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Boise State sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Boise. That's how much they took the crowd out of it. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Wants to adjust the pattern. On the move. Got to 1st down and more. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
He rifles one deep to the left. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On the direct snap, it's Green. Runs through the tackle. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Arkansas 10.
The Beavers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Anthony. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got all the room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the 3rd quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Fielded in the end zone. It's Card. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Snap it to the back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Got his man quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. He tackles him for no gain.
Dropping back, it's Murphy. Finds his man in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Has to get there to move the sticks. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
Gets it out fast. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd. back to pass on second down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Racing to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. An 84-yard drive there. And they knew how to close the deal, rolling double nickels and the 55-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped.
Razorbacks will take over. 1st and 10.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Toss sweep to the right. Find some fresh air. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Green. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And the Razorbacks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback keeper. Hard running there. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Snagged out of the air. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. He'll take it himself. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Green. He'll toss it. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
And the Razorbacks in the hurry-up. Trying to pound it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll line up to go for 2.
Let's go.
Grab behind the line. It's Platt. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Card. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
This drive will open from the 15. QB draw. Finds a little space. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quick pass on the jet motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon State has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Unloads quickly. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Murphy. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
And the Beavers will line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Takes the handoff. It's Green. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Arkansas.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it out. It's Durant. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Finds his man. It's Hankerson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Beavers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it near midfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Green. A strike downfield. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Razorbacks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by 1 possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz, or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
The give to the back. Tackle was made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air, it's Murphy. Right down the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
The Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Razorbacks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll go to the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Calls his own number. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield, it's Platt. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after a big play up top.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Touchdown, Arkansas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. East Carolina is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Pirates fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Thanks to grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Fighting off the defender. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock. The Beavers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would...
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The old coaching cliche.